Hello there, how are you doing today? My name is Kazim Olamide, the Wordsmith. You're welcome to another episode of Word Fortress, which hosts every Wednesday by 10 a.m. Here we examine new words and the usage. So let's flash back to what we did last week. We examined 5 new words last week. The first was squalid. Squalid. This is spelled as S-Q-U-A-L-I-D. The second, deleterious, D-E-L-E-T-E-R-I-O-U-S. The third, vitiate, V-I-T-I-A-T-E. The fourth, senicide, S-E-N-I-C-I-D-E. And the last was intrepid, I-N-T-R-E-P-I-D. So likewise this week we'll discuss 5 new words. So without much ado, let's get started. The first is effervescent. Effervescent. This is spelled as E-F-F-E-R-V-E-S-C-E-N-T. Again, E-F-F-E-R-V-E-S-C-E-N-T. Effervescent. This is an adjective and is gotten from the Latin word effervesco, which means boiled up. Effervescent, therefore, means to be enthusiastic or high-spirited. For example, you could say he is not only effervescent but adventurous. The synonym here is zestful, while the antonym is unenthusiastic. The next word is fecundity. Fecundity. This is spelled as F-E-C-U-N-D-I-T-Y. Again, F-E-C-U-N-D-I-T-Y. Fecundity. Take note, friends, this is not pronounced as fecundity. No, it is pronounced as fecundity. Fecundity. This is a noun and it's gotten from the Latin word fecunditas, meaning fruitfulness or fertility. Fecundity, therefore, is the ability to produce offspring. So you could say, after 7 years of barrenness, she was finally blessed with fecundity. The synonyms are fruitfulness or fertility, while the antonym is infertility. Up next is trammel. Trammel. This is spelled as T-R-A-M-M-E-L. Again, T-R-A-M-M-E-L. Trammel. This is a noun and it's originated from the Latin word tramaculum and Old French word trammel. This is anything that impedes or hinders activity, progress, or freedom. It could also be a verb, meaning the act of restraining or hindering. So examples of the word trammel as a noun is he was caught in the trammel of fear, or there's no trammel to success money can't handle. While as a verb you could say no sorcery could trammel him from achieving his aim. Now the synonym for the word trammel as a noun is bondage, while as a verb is restrain. While the antonyms as a noun are liberty or freedom, while as a verb is liberate or release. Do you understand? Very good. The next word is effete. Effete. This is spelled as E-F-F-E-T-E. Again, E-F-F-E-T-E. Effete. This is an adjective and is gotten from the Latin word effetus. Now, effete means to lack strength or vitality. For example, he was ashamed of how effete he was. Or you could also say, my fellow sprinters are effete. The synonyms are weak or feeble, while the antonym is hearty. Lastly, we have the word niggard. Niggard. This is spelled as N-I-G-G-A-R-D. N-I-G-G-A-R-D. Niggard. This is a noun and it's originated from Middle English. A niggard is a person who's a miser or a stingy person. For example, you could say, my brother is a niggard, or being a niggard is more destructive than you think. The synonyms are miser or skinflint, while the antonym is washer. So let's run through the words again. The first was effervescent. Effervescent. This is spelled as Efffervescent, and it means to be enthusiastic or high-spirited. The second word, fecundity, not fecundity, fecundity, which means the ability to produce offspring. The third word, trammel, which could be a noun and a verb, as a noun meaning anything that impairs or hinders activity, progress, or freedom, while as a verb, the act of restraining. The next word, effete, spelled as Effete, an adjective which means the lack of strength or vitality. And lastly, niggard, Niggard, a noun which means a miser or a stingy person. So that'll be all for this week, folks. Thank you for joining us on this program. So we'll meet again next week for another episode of Word Fortress. Once again, I am Kazim Olamide, the Word Smith. Do have a lovely day.